Hello. Welcome to Video Diary Day 125. This would have been posted on the 3rd of December. And that would have been last night. No, wait. No. Yeah, last night. Wait, what is today? Saturday? So Friday. Yeah. I feel like I'm getting my days mixed up. Okay, so I talked about my friend in last night's, the second, December 2nd's video diary, and so that means tonight, or last night's video. Oh yeah. Okay, so sorry, I was trying to work things out in my head, and it's just. Okay, so yesterday, around 11-ish, I asked my grandma. Okay, so it was me, my grandma, my grandpa, my mom, my stepdad, and my sister who was at the house. Here. So I went upstairs and I asked my grandma if she could run me to West Jefferson around 4 o'clock. That way I can go swing by, see my friend, let her know that I showed up, stay for a little bit, then leave. Because I wouldn't have been able to stay for the whole 3 hours anyway. Well, she doesn't exactly say, yeah, sure, I'll take you. She doesn't really say anything. She just looks at me. So about 45 minutes to an hour later, she leaves with my grandpa and my sister. Supposedly they went to go check the mail. So I watched the new episode of Vampire Diaries. I used the bathroom. I put wood in the stove. I talked to my cousin Matthew and his mom because they came up looking for my grandparents. And they left. Come back in here. And for about 2.5, maybe 3 hours, they were still gone. And they supposedly just went to go check the mail. Well, I knew they had to take my sister back to work around 12 anyways, so I figured, give them enough time to do that, they should be back. So I can get an answer, right? Well, they get back about 2:45-ish, maybe 3 something. And I asked my grandma, so are you going to be able to take me? Well, she goes, no. I'm like, why not? She's like, well, because I already made plans. I'm going to be busy later today, because she had to go get my cousins from my aunt because she had to work late, and my grandma had to take them down to their dad's to a town about, I want to say 30, 45 minutes away from here. Wilkesboro. I don't know exactly how far that is from my house, so yeah, ignore the shoebox and that one. Ignore that one. I'll tell about that in tonight's video diary. Alright, so I'm like, alright, whatever. I come down here, I listen to music for a bit, go back up there, and she's on the phone. And she had me do something about some fucking magazine called Ginny's. Ginnys. It's got a lot of stuff in it, and supposedly if you have good credit, you can get $400 worth of stuff and only pay $25 a month until it's all paid off. So, I was looking through the magazine for my grandma, trying to find what ones she wanted, and I was talking to the representative lady, and right there before we hung up, they asked for the bank account, then my grandma just hung up on her, because that right there proves that my grandma doesn't have a good credit. Don't ask me how that works. I know how the whole credit thing works. I'm just saying, my grandma all of a sudden thought, oh, well, my credit's bad, why do they need my bank account, blah, blah, blah. So she hung up, and yeah, that's just how my grandma works. And she was getting ready to leave, and she looks at me, she goes, I thought you had somewhere to go. I'm like, you told me that you wouldn't be able to take me. And, well, she left. This big ass smile, grin, whatever you want to call it, on her face. Rockstar roasted coffee and energy, latte flavor, premium blend latte, cream and coffee. I've never had a Rockstar coffee at all, ever. I've seen it around at Walmart, but yeah. It's not as bad as I thought it would be because, yeah, just, yeah. Of course you're not going to sit even. Well, I'm not trying to get you to sit even. I accidentally dropped you. I'll tell about that in tonight's video diary. So, hold on, I lost track of weird train of thought. Give me a second, I'll try to get it back. Maybe, I don't know. You bastard. Anybody got like almost $2 so I can get me a lighter? Anyone? Yeah, it's already been what? I don't know where my glasses are. My head's killing me and I can't see. 6 minutes and 3 seconds. Alright, so I ended up going downstairs and she left, so I was listening to Blue October My Never for about 2 hours. Found out Mom was supposed to come up, so I asked Mom if she could take me. Oh no, I ain't got enough gas, blah blah blah. So, about 2 hours later than what she said she was going to be here, she comes up, tries to get my little sister to go home with her so she can do her homework and all that jazz. My little sister says, nah, I'm going to stay here. So she leaves after she drops my other sister off here, of course, and I got a couple smokes off Mom. Mom left. Grandma called, asked, what everybody was doing, who all was here, and she called quite a bit trying to figure out what was going on. Ugh. That didn't even. Oh, that was a little raunchy. I kind of feel like I'm special ed because, like, I'm always talking awkwardly. I mean, see, like, when I do these videos, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna say, and most of the time, I'm like this, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to say. And, sometimes if I, like, try to. What's the word? Like, almost rehearse it in my head, like, exactly know what I want to talk about, it sort of just rolls off the tongue, and hey, look, I just found a spider web. Alright, sorry. ADD much? I was gonna say ADHD, but ADD sounds cooler. Well, not really, but yeah. So I was stranded here. Left my friend a message letting her know I wouldn't show up, or I couldn't show up, and I know she wasn't going to get it last night or today or anything or whatever, but yeah, so I was here watching TV. My grandma calls, she goes, well, we just dropped him off, we're on our way home, and it was like 5 something, I think. It was 5 or 6 something by this time, and I was like, alright, well, if you get here before 7, can you run me by town, just to, show her that I still support her, because she was doing the whole human statue thing. To me, that's just the coolest thing ever. Well, one of the coolest things, but yeah. Chipmunk cheeks. I had supper. It was meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and 2 rolls. I still gotta finish that roll, but yeah. Sidetracked. This is gonna take forever to upload. Fuck. Why can't I just say it all and get it over with? I don't know. So, they're like, yeah, sure. They go shopping first. Come back, like, right on the dot at 7 o'clock. We had to unload the car, get all the groceries in, whatever else she bought. So, I didn't get to go. And I spent the rest of my night watching TV, of course. Oh, wait, no. I take that back. I didn't spend my whole night watching TV. I went ahead, like, after everybody went to bed around 9-ish, maybe 10 something. I don't know what time is what. I don't have a watch. And the only actual clock that works in my bedroom is my computer clock, and I'm hardly ever looking down on the bottom right-hand corner. But yeah, so after everybody went to bed, my grandma gave me a pair of thermal socks. They're like really long socks, and I hate long socks. But yeah. But they're semi-comfortable. I just don't like them. They itch and like they go up. It's yeah. So anyway, after everybody went to bed, and I went ahead and put the socks in my pocket, and I went outside and I filled the wood rack up because it was almost completely empty, and I went ahead and fixed the tarp over the wood rack because I was told it's supposed to snow, and guess what? It did. but I'll get to that tonight. So, for like 45 minutes to an hour, I was putting wood on the rack, cleaning the place up a little bit, and then I went upstairs. My grandma told me to go to bed, so I came in here, and I don't really sleep as it is, so I was just in here listening to, of course, Blood October My Never. That's just one of my favorite songs ever. Hee never ever. I took a smoke break, then went back out there with my MP3 player, and I got 2 more stacks of wood, like beside the wood rack. I did that. I got some 2x4s out of the way. I got a big pile of like tiny little wooden blocks that we used. They're dry. You throw them in the wood stove. They get it started, and yeah. I started to rake the yard, but decided not to because what was the point in raking all the bark? I can see why. Put it all in one pile, but all I had was the light from the stars and my little dinky ass flashlight thingy, wherever it may be at the moment. I don't know. And that really bothers me. Oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, I take that back. But yeah, it's dying once again because I play with it too much. That's what she said. But, oh, and the light from the wood, no, wait, hold on, yeah, the woodshed. And it's just one little dim light. So it didn't really do anything from the distance that I was at. But I managed to get a lot of it done. By the time I got back in, it was like 12 something. Maybe 1 something. But before I finished, I took another smoke break, and my cousin Matthew called because he couldn't sleep, and he wanted to know if my grandparents were awake, and he was wanting them to come get them. Well, he should know that by 8 o'clock they're in bed. Sometimes 6 in the evening, whatever. But he wanted to come home, and we couldn't go get him. They didn't want to. They wanted to sleep. So I called him back, let him know that they weren't coming out, and I talked to him for a little bit, just to try to get his mind off everything, because his mom wasn't at home. He was left with his other grandparents on his mom's side, and I think his cousin, and one of his mom's friends who lives with them, who's younger than me. But yeah, anyway, talked to him for a little bit, got off, came back in here, watched TV. There we go. That's the rest of my night. Yeah, watch TV. Alright, so. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this, but it's pretty much like a jumpsuit. See, look. Jumpsuit. Crotch, crotch, crotch. I don't like it, but I have to wear it. It's a long story. I'll make it short. But that's for tonight's diary, I think. I don't know.